Robert Ryan was born in Chicago into a comfortable, well-established family, a background that gave him opportunities many aspiring actors never had. His father's success provided stability, and Ryan grew up in an environment that valued discipline and education. At Dartmouth College, he stood out not only academically, but also as an athlete, especially in boxing, which later influenced the authenticity he brought to physically demanding roles. Despite this promising start, his path was not straightforward. After graduating, he explored various jobs, gaining life experience that shaped his worldview. These early years were essential in grounding him, giving him both perspective and empathy. Long before Hollywood recognition, Ryan was already building the emotional depth and resilience that would later define his performances on screen. Journey into acting. Ryan's transition into acting came through persistence rather than immediate success. He trained at the Max Reinhardt Workshop, where he developed a disciplined and thoughtful approach to performance. Unlike actors who relied solely on charisma, Ryan focused on craft, studying character motivation and emotional nuance. His early years in Hollywood were filled with small roles and quiet learning experiences. He approached each opportunity seriously, even when the parts were minor. There was a sense that he wasn't chasing fame as much as he was pursuing mastery. This dedication gradually set him apart. By the early 1940s, he began to secure more visible roles, earning recognition from directors who appreciated his intensity. His journey into acting reflects patience and commitment, proving that meaningful careers are often built slowly through consistency and quiet determination. Breakthrough and recognition. Ryan's breakthrough came with Crossfire, a film that allowed him to explore a complex and emotionally challenging character. His performance stood out for its honesty and courage, earning him an Academy Award nomination and establishing him as a serious actor. What made this role significant was not just the recognition, but the type of character he chose to portray, someone flawed and deeply human. It set the tone for much of his career, where he often gravitated toward morally layered roles. Rather than seeking likability, Ryan sought truth in his performances. This approach resonated with audiences who appreciated authenticity over perfection. From that point on, he became known as an actor willing to take risks, someone unafraid to explore difficult themes and uncomfortable realities through his work. A career defined by complexity. Throughout the 1950s and 60s, Ryan built a body of work that reflected both versatility and depth. Films like The Setup and Bad Day at Black Rock showcased his ability to portray characters facing internal struggles and moral dilemmas. His performances often carried a quiet intensity, drawing audiences into the emotional world of the story without unnecessary dramatics. He moved seamlessly between genres, from noir to westerns, always bringing a thoughtful presence to his roles. What made him unique was his consistency. He approached every character with seriousness and respect. Even when playing antagonists, he avoided caricature, instead presenting them as complex individuals shaped by circumstance. This commitment to depth made his work enduring, allowing his performances to remain compelling long after their initial release. Personal values and convictions off screen. Ryan was known for his strong personal values and thoughtful outlook on the world. He was deeply engaged in social issues, supporting civil rights and advocating for fairness during a time of significant cultural change. His beliefs were not performative. They were a genuine reflection of who he was. This sense of responsibility influenced his career choices, often guiding him toward projects that explored meaningful themes. He balanced his professional life with a commitment to making a difference, showing that an artist's impact can extend beyond the screen. Despite the pressures of Hollywood, he remained grounded, focusing on what he believed truly mattered. This alignment between his personal values and professional work added an extra layer of authenticity to his performances, making them not just convincing, but deeply sincere. Family life and lasting bonds. Ryan's personal life was centered around his marriage to Jessica Cadwallader, a partnership built on shared ideals and mutual respect. Together, they created a home environment that encouraged curiosity, education, and creativity. Their family life reflected their commitment to thoughtful living, and they were actively involved in educational initiatives that emphasized individuality and growth. Their children were raised in an atmosphere that valued both intellect and compassion. Despite the demands of his career, Ryan remained devoted to his family, prioritizing meaningful connections over public attention. His relationship with Jessica was particularly significant, as she was not only a partner, but also an intellectual companion. Their bond demonstrated the importance of shared purpose, showing that strong relationships are often built on common values as much as emotional connection. Professional relationships and differences. In Hollywood, Ryan worked alongside many talented actors, including Robert Mitchum. While both men were respected for their on-screen presence, they approached their craft in very different ways. Ryan viewed acting as a serious discipline, requiring preparation and emotional investment. Mitchum, by contrast, was known for his relaxed and spontaneous style. These differences occasionally created tension, not out of hostility, but from contrasting perspectives on work and creativity. Ryan valued structure and depth, while Mitchum embraced ease and improvisation. Despite this, both remained professionals, ensuring their performances met the demands of the story. Their dynamic serves as an example of how differing approaches can coexist within the same industry. It highlights the diversity of artistic expression, where there is no single path to creating meaningful and memorable work. Later, career and dedication. As his career progressed, Ryan continued to challenge himself with roles that required emotional depth and intellectual engagement. He remained committed to both film and theater, returning to the stage whenever possible. One of his final performances came in The Iceman Cometh, where he delivered a powerful portrayal despite facing serious health challenges. His dedication during this time reflected his deep respect for his craft. Acting was never just a profession for him. It was a form of expression and exploration. Even in difficult circumstances, he maintained a sense of purpose, focusing on the work rather than personal struggles. This phase of his career stands as a testament to his professionalism and resilience, showing that true passion often endures even in the face of adversity. Legacy and lasting impact. Robert Ryan's legacy is one of integrity, depth, and quiet strength. He built a career not on spectacle, but on authenticity and thoughtful storytelling. His performances continue to resonate because they feel real, grounded in genuine emotion rather than exaggeration. Beyond his work in film, he is remembered for his commitment to social values and his willingness to stand by his beliefs. He demonstrated that success does not have to come at the expense of principle. Even in his final years, he remained reflective and grateful, appreciating both his career and his family. His story is a reminder that lasting impact comes from consistency and sincerity. In an industry often driven by image, Ryan stood apart as someone who valued substance above all else, leaving behind a body of work that continues to inspire.